Hello and good morning to everyone. This is Joanna, and this morning I'm going to share with you my empties. I have various ones, not just Bath and Body Works. Some are food, some are products, but I thought that I would share that with you. I usually don't do very many empties because the things that I'm usually working on are older, because you've heard me say I have so much Bath and Body Works products. So a lot of the things aren't made anymore. And also I think I just don't think that anyone will be interested in what it is that I'm using up. But I'm going to share with you a few items and products and food items that I have finished and tell you a little bit about them. This tea is still made, so I do like this. I buy this all the time. I buy different teas that I do haul on here, and this is the English breakfast tea. And these are fairly cheap. They're like $2.49 when they're on sale. When they're not on sale, they're like maybe $3 or $4. But I have noticed that other than the gourmet teas and the specialty teas, tea is relatively inexpensive anymore. I do really like this. It is a regular English breakfast tea. And I get a lot from this brand and a few other brands. Another current empty that I have, and this isn't completely empty, but I'm going to show you. I'm calling this empty because I'm not eating any more of this. This is all that I'm going to finish of this. This was the Smart Food popcorn that I hauled. I also had the Flaming Hot one, if you recall. I don't like the flavor on Flaming Hot, but I really did not like this. I saw a review where a couple said that this was not good, but I tried it anyway. I do not like it. I do not recommend this. I would say you would have to like this flavor. You would also have to like the Flaming Hot flavor. I am not going to finish what little bit is in here. I do love their regular white cheddar popcorn. They do have a ranch one that I have not tried, and I might try it, but I wish these came in smaller bags here. Where I live, they only come in these big bags, so if you don't like it, like I didn't like this, then that was $3.99 of my money wasted versus when you can find the $1.49 size. They do make a caramely like popcorn. That one's fairly okay, but it's hard and crunchy. But my favorite so far is their original one. Now, my next empties are these coffee creamers, which I have just hauled. Creamer is something I go through fairly quick. Sometimes I go through it quick. Sometimes I go through it slow. I haven't had any to spoil on me or anything like that. I will repurchase both of these. This probably in the large liquid form. This here is only in this small form right now. I have finished this Sara Lee Classic White Bread. I really do like this bread. Bread is something that I tend to have for a long time. If I'm not going to be using it right up for sandwiches, or I don't have that special bread that I like with the nuts in it, the brown berry and wheat berry and oatmeal bread and all that, I tend to go through bread quite slowly. In fact, it molds on me before I can go through it. But I feel like this bread lasts a little bit longer. I've gotten to the last slice and it was not molded. And I've noticed that over the years that this tends to last a little bit longer. But like I said, I don't dislike bread. It's just I like baked bread, ciabatta bread, that kind of bread. But I have to really have a use for a loaf of bread. And for this bread, sometimes I use it for toast when I make bacon or sausage, or I'll use it for sandwiches, but for the most part, I like those breads that I haul on here with the nuts in them. Now we're going to be getting into personal items and more bath type stuff. I finished these two pocket bags from Bath and Body Works, and I have more of these. If I didn't, I would get more, but I have more of both of these. I've been trying to only get one of each pocket bag unless I'm giving one as a gift or I give one away, because I have so many and I really need to get through them. For one person, I have an awful lot of product. I finished the Boardwalk Vanilla Cone. I do have this in the green version as well as this newer version. And I finished this vanilla chai. And if you've heard a lot of people say this is vanilla sugar, it sort of is. It may be a little lighter or a little richer, but it is the same thing. And then this is cut up in pieces because I just finished this yesterday morning. This is my Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds body cream, and there should be more pieces. This one, because I used it straight out of the tube, that's why it's cut up. What I do is a lot of times I'll cut the tip of something and then I'll put it in a drawer. That's how you preserve it from drying out. And then as I get down in it, I go ahead and cut some more. Now, these particular tubes of cream right here that I finished, I used them in the bath water. And what I did when they got low was I put water in there, shook them out real good. So these are the Cashmere Glow. This is the original Cashmere Glow. I find that I don't like this as much. In fact, when I bought this, In about 2010, a coworker won some from a contest at work, and I thought it was so pretty, and my eyes just like everything like it's eye candy. I went out and bought a set and never touched it until just this past year or so. So I do have a scrub that I'm working on in this. I have two mini lotions I'm working on and a shower gel. But I'm not crazy about this scent. It has been said to be a peach scent, and you can still get this. It says on the back of here, golden peach, lily petals, shimmering vanilla, and cashmere musk. I've never gotten a peach scent out of this. It did have a cologne perfumey scent, and I do feel this is a cold weather scent. So it's not a bad scent by any means. I just didn't care for it, and based off the things that I like now, that's why. But if you know someone that likes a deep, rich, scent in the wintertime, this is a nice place to start. Marshmallow Beach Nights was a scent that I never cared for. It wasn't what I thought it was, but the packaging was beautiful. I keep saying that I get a hay note in the fragrance. And what I mean by that is, like when it's hot summertime outside and maybe someone has mowed their grass days before and that grass is dry. It's not a bad smell, but if you recall what that smell is like for your area, I get that note in this. I don't hate it. I do still have a shower gel, a lotion, and a mist. I am currently using those up. I never did purchase any more of this during the semi-annual sales, and I don't regret that I didn't, because sometimes I do regret that I didn't pick up certain things, and I don't hate it. If this was given to me as a gift, I would use it. It's not that bad. It's just I get tired of certain scents because I go so ham on certain scents in the beginning. So that is it for this right here. And then one staple that I keep around always, and I had to order these three because they stopped selling it in my area. And I've gone through one of the 3 bottles that I did order. And this is my unscented oil of Olay. I prefer this over the Dove one, but I do like the Dove one. But I have found that with my Dove body wash, if I don't use them right away, they just turn into a cream. They don't suds up. When I use those right away, they do. When I don't, they change. So the Dove unscented foam I like, but it doesn't last long enough. That's usually the product that I'll purchase. So I'm going to see if I can order more of these offline where I got these from. I haven't even checked to see if they still have them. I hope they have not phased them out, because I think that would be a huge mistake. The only other alternative that I would have would be the unscented Olay bars and Dove bars. And I haven't seen the unscented Olay bars either, because I haven't been looking. But any unscented body wash is a staple for me, no matter how much body care that I have. So I really do like this. And as large as this is, I tend to go through this fairly quickly. This is something that I will use when I get off work and I don't feel like using any cologne type items or any of my Bath and Body Works type items, because sometimes I'm just not feeling that stuff as much of it that I do have, and I really do love it. Sometimes I just want a plain soap and water clean. There are a few of those products that offer that, but for the most part, I want regular soap. Most times, as any of us would. I did finish this scrub, and these guys were sold, what was it, a couple of seasons back? I do have a, that purple one, something sugar. I do have the coconut snowball one and another one, so I'm trying to go through these. And I'm also trying to target some of my aloe gels, but I'm not sure if I finished one yet or not. But this was the Gingerbread Latte Sparkle Scrub. Very pretty during the holiday season. It didn't put much sparkle on my skin, which is good for those that didn't really want it and bought it because it was pretty. I did finish a First Bloom and a Mint Julep and a Hawaiian Hibiscus. And you guys know these are older, so you know this is what I'm talking about. First Bloom has come out, I think, in our Easter lily soap or something like that this past Easter. Mint Julep, the name changes on it. I think they had one that I liked that was green with sparkle, soft blossom, or something strange like that in hand gel form that I really, really liked. And the Hawaiian Hibiscus changes a whole lot too, so these are older bottles. And the next 2 things I'm going to show you are a mask. I finally broke into the Illuminating Pearl Power. They had me thinking that my face was going to be glowing in the dark. I actually turned out the lights to see. But this wasn't bad. My favorite is their black charcoal one that I talked about that I didn't know the name of. And I found out I have one more of those. So I'm going to be trying to see if I can find even more. That one I saw a difference immediately. This one was a gift from the lovely Mrs. Rita and Mrs. Venus, and I really do like this. In fact, I'll probably go out and look for some more of this one. And this is the I'm Lavender Mask Sheet instead of sheet mask. They're all sheet masks, but this one's the I'm Lavender, so I really did like this. Bath and Body Works has these, and then they don't have these, so I don't know. They come out this past season with things to match up with other people, like the bath bombs, which they still have around, these masks, and then they phase things out. So, but I do really like both of these a lot. My next empties are Wallflowers, and these will most likely be Marshmallow Fireside, because I didn't keep the label for that. They came in a double pack, and Sparkling Sugar Plum and Lavender Macaroon. The Lavender Macaroon came in this bulb. I only know that because this is an older bulb, and I can smell it. And then one of these is Marshmallow Fireside, but I did also use these. I've been trying to keep these labels. I love the Lavender Macaroon fragrance. I loved it in the candle, and I do still have a couple. I gave one away. I had 3 so I could kick myself. But if you guys remember this fragrance, it just says the fragrance that welcomes you home, Lavender Macaroon, a truly French treat, the scent of lavender blossoms with a delicate pastry cookie. I really love this scent. That lotion, Marshmallow Magic, kind of has this scent in it. I wish they would come out with this in a lotion form. Like they did a honey lavender pocket back. Smelled so good. So when they came out with the honey lavender body care, for those of you that remember the pocket back, it was not the same. But I wish they would make a fragrance in that. I think if they did a fragrance in that, a pink petal tea cake fragrance and a lemon buttercream type fragrance, that would be perfect for spring, like a new candy shop, a Sweet Point 3, whatever you want to call it. Then I have Sparkling Sugar Plum, Sparkling Sugar Plums, Apple Blossoms, and a touch of mint. Now, these were made a while ago. That's why I said it's one of the reasons I don't do too many empties, because a lot of the stuff that I have is no longer still current. This is the lemon buttercream that I wish that they would make into a fragrance, because this smells like lemon cake. It smells like the epitome of Easter to me. I do have this in hand soap form in this, and I do have this in more of these, but these are older. And see, they were putting expiration dates on these then. I don't think you'll be able to see this, but this expiration date is 2018, and I would have bought these when they came out. But they were putting expiration dates on these then, and then they stopped putting expiration dates. This one would have came out, I think, last summer or the summer before. But here's the thing. When these go bad, and they do go bad, they get real sticky, like when you put them on, because sometimes if you put them on your hands damp or whatever, they're sticky anyway. But I mean, like, they'll have a certain look in the bottle. They'll be like gelatinous when it moves around. You'll be able to tell, and it'll be real sticky when you put it on. So I've only had 1 or 2 go that bad. For the most part, I have to keep checking the lids on them, because they will evaporate if you have as many as I do. And I didn't know that. The lids get loose, and I have to keep snapping them down. So I've given gobs of those away. Anything that I had 3 and 2 of, I put in a big bag, and I still have tons of them. I did finish these 2 products. This is the Amla Oil, and I do have another one of these. Since my hair is not relaxed, I have problems, and you can see that. Sorry about that. I have problems using oils, because you cannot flat iron your hair with certain oils, and I have to flat iron my hair almost every day to every other day. So I do want my relaxer back. It's just that I have to find a kid's relaxer that won't tear my hair out, because every time I go to a beautician, they want to put a relaxer in my hair that's stronger than what I need. And this is a Love Your Bare Face Replenishing Cream to Foam Cleanser. I did not like this. This came from Julep. I was getting the Julep polish boxes, but I was getting the box where you would get a beauty product as well as polish. I was the It Girl profile where you would get like 3 polishes, but they let you go in and exchange items out in your box. And then they've since quit that. They're still on site, but they don't offer those boxes anymore. You have to buy the products that you want. So I don't buy their stuff anymore, because I have a god awful ton of Julep polish as well. I think I might have shown you the big box on here. And I have the Secret Unscented. Again, I prefer an unscented deodorant, but I use all kinds. All the ones that I've hauled on here with you guys, I use. But for the most part, my favorite unscented deodorant is the Sure brand. My favorite deodorant brand was the Soft and Dry brand. I prefer solid to anything else, and that's it. I do buy a lot of Dove though because it's readily available and I'm always trying it. I prefer it too in the unscented. When I can't get the Shore, I get the Dove, but I don't only get unscented. I remember when Bath and Body Works made deodorant. It was fantastic. It worked great. You could smell it. I wish they would do that again. So I'm going to throw these items away. I got a little bag back here. So my last three items, I believe, are body butters. And again, you can see how old these are. These are not made anymore because Victoria's Secret does not make body butter anymore. I clean these 100% out. And this smelled so good. I actually have this in their shampoo and conditioner. This is Berry Kiss. My first body butter of theirs was the vanilla. And I don't think this has a date on it. It's wild raspberry, praline, and rose. They do revamp a lot of their scents. So I'm pretty sure they probably make something close to this. But it smelled really, really nice. And I do have a few other Victoria's Secret items that I'm working on. I loved their shower cream when they made it. So there's no year on here, but these body butters were $10 then. And this is when, guys, they sold their items like you would go in there and they would say 5 for $25. Oh, but if you get 2 more, and you get like 7 or 8 things for $35. I loved going there. You could, like, I could get something for my daughter and a friend and then a little couple of items for myself as well. This is the Bath and Body Works Brown Sugar and Fig Body Butter. Again, you know they don't make these like this anymore. So this is an older product. I do still have some of these. I have a vanilla sugar one. I have a Twilight Woods one. And I will say this. I don't know what they've done to the body butters of today. I've seen people's videos where some have gone bad. I've had some that have gone dark. Like they smell the same. They're just dark. But the body butters in this line that I still have still look like their original selves. When they get old, you will see the oil separate. If they do get old, but these last for years. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I've probably had a lot of these since 2007 or 8, and they are still good. This one was still good. So I am targeting these items right now just because I know how long I've had them. But these newer body butters, they don't even make it a season. I don't know why they messed with certain things, if certain ingredients weren't available, because that's what happens with a lot of these places. Certain ingredients that they use came from certain people. Those people don't have them no more. Those people go out of business, and it interferes with the product that we receive that is being made by a company. But the original body butters are fantastic. And like I said, I do still have a few, and I am going to be targeting them this winter. And this one, I got this one on the recommendation of Young, Wild, and Polish. I wasn't crazy about this. My friend Pat at work, she really likes this. If this was the only body butter that I had, I probably would have used it up, but I have so many others. It's $35. It's whipped argan oil, and this one is vanilla apricot. I do not hate it. I just didn't reach for it as much as I would say this right here. So I think you have to really like this, and it is an expensive product to feel the way that I feel about it. But anyway, that's all that I got as far as empties. And you can see now why I don't do empties, because a lot of my products that I'm targeting are older. I'm supposed to be targeting some of those aloe gels, and I haven't even done that yet. And I'm supposed to be targeting this item here to use it up. But until the next time, everyone, have a great day. I look forward to seeing your empties, because you guys actually have current empties. It makes me go write all the lists that I write. So until the next time, again, everyone have a great morning.